What's up guys, it's Cody. So for today's video I'm going to be playing another game on Amazon's Alexa, since that seemed like it was my most popular video, and because I'll have another new product to test at 3D printing technology this week. So I want to be playing the Wayne Investigation. Alexa, play the Wayne Investigation.
Thanks for joining us on Gotham's WGTU News. Our top story, officials may have found new clues regarding last year's strange meteor crash in Kansas. We'll have a full report. Also tonight, with the robbery-homicide of billionaire industrialist Thomas Wayne and his wife Martha remaining unsolved, police are now hunting for clues near the Aragon Theater.
You are the one directing the action. You'll play a detective investigating the murder of Bruce Wayne's parents. During the game, you can say repeat options, go back, or skip. For further assistance, say help. When you're ready to begin, say begin.
Begin.
You arrive at the crime scene, a darkened street under an elevated railway. Stepping under the yellow police tape, you pick your way carefully across the wet, trash-strewn asphalt. In the dim light, past the chalk outlines of the two bodies, you look down and see a torn movie ticket stub. To the right, you spot a broken string of pearls, and off to the left, in that shallow puddle, is that a spent bullet shell?
Which item would you like to pick up? You can ticket or shell.
Ticket.
You pick up the torn stub and walk the few blocks back to the movie theater, retracing in reverse the Waynes' final steps. You remember from the responding officer's notes that young Bruce was still pretty shaken up about the incident and isn't yet able to talk about it. You wonder if someone else may have seen the killer. Before long, you find yourself in front of the Aragon Theater. The block lettering on the marquee spells out tonight's movie. It's the same one the Waynes saw the night they were killed. The Mask of Zorro. If only some sort of masked avenger had been there to save them, you say to yourself ruefully. You walk into the theater lobby.
What would you like to do? You can say, talk to ticket seller, or talk to usher.
Talk to Usher.
The usher is an older man dressed in a candy-red fez hat with a tassel and a gold lame vest over a puffy yellow shirt. He looks up at you as you approach.
Ticket, please.
You flash your badge and explain that you're not here to see the movie, but rather to talk to him. Did he see anything or anyone out of the ordinary in the theater 2 nights ago? The usher's eyes brighten.
Why, yes, detective. As a matter of fact, I did. I took a ticket from a woman who looked exactly like Julie Newmar. Did you see her in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers? Oh, she was just wonderful. That voice. Of course, if you like musicals, the same director, Stanley Donen, also did Singin' in the Rain. Oh, and how could I forget Funny Face? Not to be confused with Funny Girl, as though you could ever mix them up. Did you know that Audrey Hepburn was originally supposed to be in the sequel to...
Well, that was certainly a good use of time. Ha ha. Try the other option. Say, talk to ticket seller.
Talk to ticket seller.
You walk past a poster for Excalibur and other upcoming movies until you reach the ticket window. You flash your badge at the woman behind the ticket cage.
That's a very nice badge, detective. But it's still $7.50 for the ticket to the 3 o'clock showing.
You explain that you're not there to see the movie, but rather to ask some questions in relation to a murder investigation. Was she working the night the Waynes were killed? And if so, did she see anyone suspicious hanging around the theater?
Yeah, I was working concessions that night. I remember, 'cause my husband always gets a little excited when I come home smelling like popcorn. Anyway, now that you mention it, there was a weird guy who stayed outside, kept looking in through the doorway. It wasn't the first time I'd seen him. Creepy looking, kinda shifty. Kept his hands in his coat pocket. My friend Mona, who takes tickets at the Opera House, she said she'd seen him there too.
What should we do now? You can say, show her mugshots, or visit opera.
Show her mugshots.
Later that day, you bring the ticket seller back to police headquarters to look through the yellowing, dusty binders containing photos of known criminals. She begins leafing through the pages one by one.
Nope. No. Not him. No. Maybe. No. No, his ears are too big. Nope. Nuh-uh. Oh, this one looks familiar. Isn't that Mickey the Mink Sullivan? I saw his picture in the paper a few months ago. Anyway, it wasn't him. No. Nope. Mm-mm. Can I use the little girl's room?
3 binders and 4 bathroom breaks later, she still hasn't identified a match.
This was a good idea. I'm sure they'll promote you to sergeant now. Ha ha. Want to try the other option? Say, visit opera.
Visit Opera House.
You drive across town to Gotham's ornate opera hall. Opera-goers in gowns and tuxedos are already milling around the lobby before doors open for the evening performance of Strauss's Die Fledermaus. You feel rather underdressed as you make your way to the box office.
Stay and see if he shows up tonight?
You could stay here. But what if the guy decides to show up at the movie theater tonight instead?
Alexa, can you repeat that?
You can say, stay at opera, or return to movie theater.
Return to movie theater.
You head back to the theater. It's a steady downpour as you park and search fruitlessly for an umbrella in the back seat. You get out and walk toward the theater, stopping a few doors down to duck under a dive bar's leaky awning. Patrons saunter unsteadily out the door every 20 minutes or so as you shiver in the creeping darkness, keeping an eye on the front of the theater. After 3 hours and no sign of anyone unusual, you give up and head into the bar for a much-needed restorative.
To switch careers? Ha ha. Try the other option. Say, stay at opera.
Stay at opera.
You park yourself on a marble bench in the lobby. A small plaque by the wall reads, "Donated by Roddy and Elizabeth Kane." You watch as waves of elegantly dressed couples parade past you to their seats. The doors close, and you begin to hear the orchestra's overture, Die Fledermaus. You barely remember your high school German classes, but doesn't it mean the bat? You ponder this as you nod off to the sound of soaring arias and swelling strings, to Mona tapping you urgently on the shoulder.
Hey, detective, wake up! He's here.
You look over her shoulder to see a man in a black coat with a knit cap pulled low over his forehead. He's just outside the lobby, alternately looking at his watch and peering through the glass doors.
The choice is yours. You can say, watch and wait, or go talk to him.
Watch and wait.
You sit until the opera ends in a grand crescendo of timpani and brass. The man outside takes another furtive look through the lobby doors. After a few moments, the opera-goers begin streaming out, their diamond necklaces and shiny gold watches sparkling under the light of the lobby's massive chandeliers. You begin walking toward the lobby doors just as the man quickly melts into the crowd outside. When you exit the doors, he's nowhere to be seen. People begin staring as you weave and shove your way through the crowd frantically, craning your neck to see if you can spot the man's knit cap. But no sign of him.
Sorry, detective. Looks like he got away. Try the other option. Say, go talk to him.
Go talk to him.
You make for the door just as the man peers in again. Seeing you stride toward him, he backs off and starts walking quickly down a dark side street around the corner from the opera house. You break into a trot as you try to follow him. You turn the corner, and suddenly he's nowhere in sight. You run halfway down the block and notice 2 alleyways, one on either side of the street.
Which alley would you like to take? You can say right or left.
Left.
You turn right past a closed diner and just catch sight of him at the end of the alley as he turns left. Breathless, you keep after him as you reach the end of the alley yourself. He turns and sees you, then steps out into the gutter to run to another alleyway across the street. He dashes out into the street when you run to the middle of the street and kneel down over him. He's dazed, but conscious.
My leg.
As you flip him over to cuff him, a handful of small round objects fall out of his coat pocket. Pearls. You quickly gather them up into an evidence bag, then turn the man over again. You find his wallet in an inside pocket. A driver's license reads, Joe Chill.
What would you like to do? You can say, arrest Joe, or get him to talk.
Get him to talk.
You grab him by the collar and demand to know who hired him to kill the Waynes. He tells you he doesn't know any Waynes, and he doesn't answer to anybody, especially not you. You tighten your grip on his collar and tell him you can strike a deal with the DA. He'll serve a reduced sentence if he cooperates with the investigation. If he doesn't, well, maybe he'll enjoy spending the rest of his life rotting away in a Gotham jail.
Yeah, I saw them leave the theater. Fancy coats, shiny jewelry. They looked and smelled like money, so I took the opportunity. The husband tried to be a hero and protect his wife. That's when I had to pop him. And her, well, nobody likes to leave witnesses behind. As for the kid, I figured, what harm could he eventually do anyway?
So it was just a random Gotham street crime that ended in tragedy. You console yourself with the knowledge that another Gotham criminal is in custody, and hopefully it means some justice for the Wayne family, especially the young boy they left behind. But you can't help wondering, will it make any difference in this crime-ridden city? Who finally can make Gotham safe?
Nice job. I knew you would crack the case. If you haven't explored all 3 clues yet but want to do so, say return to crime scene. Otherwise, you can say exit game.
So yeah, that was a short game. It's pretty fun. I think most of the right answers are the second choice, but I think the Amazon Alexa has a lot more game choices than the Google Home does. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If it's the right video first, please subscribe. And if you want to see me play more Alexa games, leave a comment. And I'll see you guys next time.